Okay, we are studying 9B. We're doing some exercises. Vocabulary, strong and weak adjectives. Okay, let's remember the adjectives here. Disgusting, iğrenç, excellent, mükemmel, exhausted, bitkin, furious, sinirli, huge, kocaman, terrified, korkmuş, thrilled, heyecanlı, tiny, mini, tiny, mini. Now let's put them in correct spaces. Carries load camping. One summer, he decided to go camping in the Rocky Mountain National Park, an area in Colorado. Disgusting, almost, exhausted, almost, and huge, a huge area in Colorado. When he reached the camp, he was kişiyle ilgili olduğu için yorgundu uygun olur. He was exhausted and it was dark. He put up his tent and went straight to bed. In the middle of the night, the terrace was woken up to noise. He looked outside, he couldn't see anything. There was a smell, disgusting smell. So he grabbed his torch and went to investigate. Elfelerini alıp araştırmaya çıktı, keşfe çıktı. And walked straight into something warm and soft. And he saw it was gördüğünden korku duydu, yani terrified. He had walked into a big black bear. He wanted to run, suddenly remembered something he had read about black bears. If he ran, the bear might follow him. Okay. Let's maybe furious. Furious bear might follow him. Slowly he reached into his pocket and found some chocolate. The book had said the black bears like chocolate. Yes, bears like chocolate, honey, sweet things. He threw it into the woods and he was thrilled when the bear followed. After he ran into his car and drove away quickly. He was lucky that he had an excellent memory. Yes, he had an excellent memory. Let's see, remembered about the chocolate. He went back to the next morning. The bear had gone. Also had his tent. The only thing left were tiny pieces of the tent. Oh, the bear ate the tent, I think. Now, let's do the next one. Tiny, small, furious, angry, thrilled, happy. Opposite. No. Similar meaning. Exhausted, tired, huge, big, disgusting, bad, terrified, scared, excellent, good. And third conditional. Find the extra word in the sentence. Yes. If he hadn't told us, there is no have here. If they hadn't been so exhausted, if they hadn't been, not have, if they hadn't been, if they hadn't been, not have, if Jim had studied not to, would have things that would, there are two have here, would things have changed, not have here. Okay, that's the teacher wouldn't have been so furious if he would have. Would, after would, we don't use had, we use have. Yes, if we use had done. If he hadn't reminded me, it might have forgotten. If he hadn't reminded me, there's extra if here. If, no, we don't, okay. If I wouldn't have spoken to him, okay, I wouldn't know if here. What would have had happened? What would have happened? Not had. Okay, not had. Okay, let's do the other. I didn't know you were in hospital. I didn't visit you. If I had known you were in hospital, would you visit it? Would I would have visited you if they hadn't been late. No, they were late, they missed. Yes, if they hadn't been late, they wouldn't have missed the concert. I moved to Brazil. I met Charlie. If I hadn't moved to Brazil, I wouldn't have met Charlie. Tom didn't study. He failed his exams. If Tom had studied, he wouldn't have failed. He ran away. The bear didn't kill him. If he hadn't run away, the bear would have killed. Would have killed. If he hadn't run away, the bear would have killed him. Okay. Third conditional. If Ben hadn't woken up late, he would have missed the bus. He was late for work. If he hadn't been late for work, the boss wouldn't have fired him. Ben lost his job. He decided to go to the beach. Ben wouldn't have lost his job if he hadn't gone to the beach. Okay. And let's do reflect and check and reflect. I try to buy clothes in the in the sales or deals of those sales when they're much cheaper. I'm always looking for bargain. Look for a bargain for special offers. I love a good deal. However, if there's something I really want, then I'll save up for it. I also buy clothes online as they are delivered to my home. If you don't like it, you can send it back and get a refund or it for something else. Exchange. Okay, let's check it. And next one. Yes. The shoppers like the music that if shoppers like the music if shoppers like the music that is played, that is being played. Many shopping centers are designed to make people lose their sense of time and location. Clocks are removed and windows are covered so you can't see out. This is really interesting. Many shopping centers are designed to make people lose their sense of time and location. Clothes are removed. Yes, you can't see the clothes. And windows are covered, so you can't see out. That's very interesting. Okay. In recent years, seating areas have been removed from many shopping centers as people don't spend money. Eat in the picture almost everything. Okay, let's check it. of the answer had been predicted will be purchased. Robert went to bed late last night. If Robert hadn't gone to bed last night, he wouldn't have overslept. If he hadn't overslept, he wouldn't have been late, and he wouldn't have lost his job. Alexa went to piano concert. She started to learn piano. If Alexa hadn't gone to piano concert, he wouldn't have decided to learn the piano. Okay. And Bonnie didn't revise her exams, failed them all. Had revised, would have not failed. Okay. Are you tired? I was exhausted. Was it big? It was huge. Very frightened? I was furious or terrified. Okay, terrified, frightened, furious, angry. I made a mistake. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's good. It's gorgeous. But it was good. Oh, it wasn't. Bad, terrible. Okay. I've seen so many paintings like this. It's so we didn't study this part, so we won't do that. Okay, that's the end. That's the end of that's the end of the 9B.